what? This starter deck is lit.
Like I
That's a
said,
really
I will
good
buy
name
the
for
winner
that
of
deck.
Tankard.
Best of luck to both players. We've got some really crazy decks going on today. I'm curious to see which one ends up taking the victory.
I'll show you in a minute.
Mulligan early
Marder.
on from Kaku, but he found a hand that he liked and he accepted. Let's see it going. No,
Okay,
mulligan
the
from
final
Zelarous, so
has
he's pretty
started.
confident in his starting hand.
You take it out.
Underway with Bogey Head
Take
on
it
the
out, and then
table.
you swap your
The
hand.
horses look like they've seen better days, but they have been
Yeah,
through
it sometimes
an
works.
amazing race this whole tournament. They are on their final legs, guys. Each of them are going to be retired out at the end of this. To the great donkey
Helix.
horsey sun tree in the sky.
Helix, do you mind if you step onto this side of the table because my camera is on that side?
I can.
You don't want to give me a card, do you?
Appreciate it.
What's a card?
I know
A
I
card,
didn't
a card.
a lot.
My
decide
kingdom
you
for
were
a
gonna stream
card.
either, but the default camera position is right over there.
I hope someone gets that reference.
No worries. So we got two bogey heads on the table, straight off. Yeah, it's a good move to do.
Oh, you like to see it.
Tilt this up just.
Do you think we could
It's
get
disgusting.
tournament room?
I've really got my finger right up my nose there to pull out all of those bogeys.
Zelarous, you
So
gotta do what
Kaku's
I
burn
did.
deck
Don't
thus
let
far
him-
has no mastery
I
on
know
the
he
field
is.
yet, but he's got
I'm
tons
ready.
of card draws from all three
Um,
arcane experiments being in his starting hand. He's going to
Scheiße.
quickly find the answers he's looking for.
So the audience is asking because we haven't seen this new player, this new team player, and I told you guys at the very start of this stream that we were going to see some new people in this tournament that we've not seen before. This was one of the underdogs, or as we would like to call him, one of the under people.
Under people.
Okay, because we don't like to refer to people as dogs. Okay, because dogs get offended that they've got rights as well. So one of the under people in this game, yeah, has made it through to the final, and he's taken an beating at the beginning. But do you know what? Since we've learned about this, yeah, these boys can take a good beating. They're in their rooms every day taking a good beating, and look what happens. It makes them better players. Seriously. Yeah. It's all about how much they take a beating of each other.
Between
and
polishing your
who's the
decks
one
and giving it a
that-
good beating. Oof.
Yeah,
Innuendos aside, both Zelarous and Kaku are former MTG players, so they've got a lot of experience playing cards.
No, I'm not.
You didn't play Magic?
Nope.
Oh, I lied.
never played
Zelarous
Magic.
is about to win this. He's got
I
all
watched
the
a video on the
experience.
rules last week to try and learn a little bit about Magic.
You have other trading card game experience.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Many
Okay,
different
so
board
both
games.
are veteran
so-
trading card game players, whether digital or in person, and they're showing that skill case here today with two different decks
just
built
look at
around their own
Look at their
unique
skin tones,
concepts.
guys. You can tell that these boys have been locked in their basements playing with their cards for a long time, yeah? Do they know what sunshine is? No. Do they know what candlelight is? Yes, they do.
Yes,
Yeah.
they do.
They ever
that
felt
is
This is the
grass.
only room they know.
This is they got that waxy glaze on them, yeah, and that waxy glaze is through the amount of candle fumes that they've inhaled in their quest to become the ultimate
Smells good here.
TCGs.
They don't know
You
what
know,
a
I really don't
sunburn
think
is, but
that's how
Kaku knows what
candles
burn
work.
is in general, and he's going to go over the top
That's painful.
and see if he can melt Zelarous' health. He's already got him down halfway, 15 HP to 26 HP, but still not a whole lot of mastery. We've got 3 mastery on the board, which is a slow start for Kaku, going into his almost turn 6. Zelarous' board hasn't developed as big as he wanted either by turn 5 for his minion-heavy deck. We'll see what he does with the 5 mana he's got right now.
What we're discovering about Zelarous is that he is a bony boy. He likes to get his bones
Ooh.
out, and there we go. Are we going to see more bones on the deck? No, he's knocked his bone down, guys. Seriously, you don't normally see that at turn 5. You normally see that on a turn 4.
It's
But
the
he's going
finals.
for it.
Anything goes.
Yeah, he's pushed his bones out. Oh my god! Like what is happening? Yeah, there is bones being forced basically into the horse. We've not seen this type of
Interesting choice. He chose to have the Tombstone Mimic pick the Bone Alchemist, which actually banishes one of the Bone Alchemists from his graveyard out of the game, reducing the power that his current Bone Alchemist on the field has. but it does give the +1/+1 to
That
the
was a blow.
Tombstone
That
Mimic.
was a blow for blow.
So hopefully it
That was
pays
a blow
off
for blow
over the
move.
long
I
run,
told
especially
you we
if
were going to see
Tombstone
more of
Mimic can
that.
stay on the
Here we
field.
go.
He will get just as many buffs throughout the game as his other Bone Alchemist.
We call it a Tiggle move because I tell you what, yeah, his Dungeon Master over there.
Kaku's not playing a
still
lot of
Tiggle.
mastery, but he is going to go toe for toe for the minion development kit. The classic reconstructor into more Bone Alchemists. We've
There
been
we
seeing
go,
throughout this
guys.
entire
We're getting the
tournament.
rib shack pins again.
There
Oh,
we
he
go.
went
He's
straight in
still
there.
getting some
That
burn,
was- that
even
was a
with-
power move.
Even with the minion development, he's still trying to burn over the face. We've got 9 HP to 18 HP and a significant board advantage to Kaku. Let's see if Zelarous' control can kind of kick back in. 6 mana.
Guys, some people would say that they are, well, one is half the score of the other person. Others would turn around and say one is double the score of the other person. Who knows? Who knows what it is? Is there a right answer for this?
I'm more of a glass half full kind of guy myself.
Yeah, I was about to say glass half full, half empty.
Last twice
Oh,
as big as
see-
it used to be.
The funny thing is
Yeah.
that
Mm.
18, if you add the digits, they add to 9.
That is.
Uh-oh.
That's big brain thinking there.
That's conspiracy
So
theory.
basically, what you're saying
We
is
got
they
a
have
full
the
out
same
attack
amount
from
of health.
Kaku.
Oh,
Yeah,
look
that's
at
That's
that.
basically what I'm
Zelarous to
saying.
make some
We've not
very
s-
strategic blocks there.
He's going straight in. He's going straight in for a net. Okay.
With
This
only
is gonna
one minion
take
with
out-
3 attack and all but one minion on Kaku's side having 3 health.
Yeah.
It's going to be a choice to specifically block damage without trading to keep some board presence going on. Smart choice by
Took a
Zelarous.
small bit of damage.
Only taking the 2 damage. However, Zealous Archivist is on the side of the field for both Kaku and Zelarous. The cards that they've played thus far, that means that there's a high probability chance that Zelarous or that Kaku is going to get one of his burn spells back.
Oh, we
And
didn't,
Zelarous
we
is
just
already in
erased it.
threatening close range to being knocked out. We're going to go with another
That was a
Reconstructor
good
into
move.
Bone Alchemists. He's now got the Bone Alchemist advantage for damage. Is that going to be enough? He needs to do something to prevent the burn damage that Kaku can deal out. He needs to remove some of that mastery or it's going to be game over. Only 2 mana left this turn. What is his decision going to be?
Oh, he's brought in another
Ooh.
player.
Ooh, confidently Kaku takes the damage.
GG.
He's got to have something up his sleeve.
GG.
And
Ooh,
7
Dark
days.
Matter
Is
Blast.
unstoppable right now.
I was very lucky to get those 3 green guys early on. Unfortunately, I didn't get the huge
Card from
replay
the
on
Arcane
them.
Experiment is very strong early game. First game of the series goes to Kaku's, but this is still anybody's tournament. Let's see Zelarous make a comeback here. I didn't get to see a Royal Crypt Guardian hit the field that time. Zelarous' main combo that was really procking off against Hardcore has yet to give Kaku a hard time. We'll see if it happens. Early card draw again from an Arcane Experiment from Kaku.
Has Zelarous bitten off more than he can chew? Is Kakura's deck
We all wanna
bigger
see the
than his
underdog take
mouthful?
this.
Who knows? Oh, bogey guy's out. He's on his back.
But now Zelarous knows basically how Kaku's deck goes, so he might win this next game.
Zelarous was playing a lot of removal against Hardcore. I think if he has the opportunity to remove some of the mastery that Kaku is banking off of, this game might heavily sway into Zelarous' favor. And we've got the early mastery going down again. The card draw into some answers for Kaku is keeping his synergy going.
Moves.
Turn 1 with no play from Zelarous, though, is unfortunate card draw. Turn 2, going into a Gunhunt's Call, means that he's also still looking for answers. This could be an unfortunate 2-0 sweep for Zelarous if he can't gain the momentum back.
Are we taking bets, guys? This will be over by turn 7.
Alright, Zelarous is gonna
Two
win
tankards.
$500.
2 tankards on the win. And a rotten apple.
That
There we
tankard
go.
offer is still up. The winner gets a tankard.
Tankers and a rotten apple.
Ooh.
Burn to heal as well, putting Kaku over the initial 30 HP and board advantage. He's sitting pretty with that burn. There was a bet early on before the tournament started that Kaku said that he thinks that the deck that wins this tournament has Call of the Old Gods in it. And he may be right. The fact that it can duplicate into the deck, technically artificially bypassing the 10 card change requirement, is really strong.
It's a double whacker.
Zelarous at this point hoping that Kaku doesn't draw into any more burn for a little bit while he redevelops his board. Turn 4, they'll only be able to play 1 mana. He hasn't had a lot of chance to play the cards in his hand.
Oof.
Sometimes these games do just come
Strong
down to luck.
move. This horsey boy is taking a pounding.
Kaku swinging with his minion with Mastery means that he doesn't have the spells in his hand. Oh, we see the control deck starting to proc. Crypt Guardian duplicating the Spring Traps, which are going to be bouncing Kaku's cards back to his hand.
That could
Zelarous
potentially
is going to
buy
need
him
some
time.
death blows or final blow or last words to proc off of that Guardian in order for this to continue. Ooh, Kaku playing the Zealous Archivist down again. He's going to get his spells back. Those burn cards are coming back, whether Zelarous likes it or not. Card draw comes back. Zelarous just hopes that it was a non-burn coming back to his hand.
Double COVID
Gun
on
Hunt's
the
call.
on the
This is
table.
intense.
Yes.
COVID.
We have
COVID
we
on the
have
table.
5
Y'all
Spring
ain't
Traps in the
sweating.
graveyard.
Y'all be
They'll be
tripping.
constantly coming back. 1 mana answers for all possible cards. That death blow right there, preventing the 4 damage, gives Zelarous already one of those 5 Spring Traps. Huge plays. Wasn't able to get rid of the Archivist quite yet. 15 HP, quickly down to 7 HP. Burn is just destroying this meta right now. Those +2/+2 masteries need to get removed from this battlefield. Double Zealous Archivist almost guarantees a burn spell hits Kaga's hand. If that mastery is not taken care of, this is GG's next turn. We're gonna Spring Trap 1.
Oh, one of the COVIDs
He's going
is
to
out.
kill
That's how
one
you
minion to
cure
get
COVID.
2 card draw and one of his Spring Traps right back.
Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it gave me my Spring Trap back.
Oh, did it not? What did you have?
Oh
there?
no.
Huh?
Oh, a different card was on top of your graveyard?
Yeah.
yeah,
I made
you
a
have to
mistake,
say what it is.
misplay.
Still 4 mana left to try to have an answer here. Was
Can't
removing
afford to be making
the 2
mistakes when you're
mastery
in the
enough to
final
prevent the
of
burn.
the
Kaka's just going to keep going over the
ultimate
top.
card
Even if he
Tankards
doesn't have the
tournament.
buff from mastery to end it in 1 turn, with
There we
both the
go,
Zealous
guys.
Archivist
COVID's in.
returning his burn spells to his hand, he's going to have answers for the next couple of turns here. He
COVID's
happily takes the 4 damage at 26 HP.
Killed him straight off. And why did
We've
we
got a
do
3
that?
card
'Cause
draw for
look at
Kaku,
that, he's
searching
picked
for
up
that
his
burn spell. He
cards.
wants to end this matchup. Still with 3 mastery on board. Is he going to pass into the next turn, hoping to just do a 1-turn finish?
Just got some more mastery. That's
We've got 5 mastery on the field. Kaku
Oh,
burned through the
beat
last of his
mastery
mana to
board.
build up his board.
He's been holding his bone
Ooh.
for too long. Now it's
Coming
about
out
time to put
spells.
it down.
If Zelarous turns this around, this is going to be the largest comeback that we've seen this tournament thus far. Spring Traps duplicated, but now buried in that graveyard. Going to be hard to hit to produce
Oh,
answers.
he's amped 2 of his boners.
He unfortunately has
It's-
no way
it's
of
a push.
removing any of the Archivists or the Spell Shapers from the battlefield. Kaku sitting pretty with only needing to deal 7 damage over the top.
I completely forgot that has death blow.
Yeah. Is this going to be the final turn of the series?
This is it.
We've got Burn. He's going direct damage.
GG.
Well
Good
done.
job, man.
Unstoppable. GG.
Good game.
Kaku, as I promised,
Call the Old Gods wins it.
here's your
And
tankard.
Good sportsmanship.
I said I'd buy one for the
Let's
loser.
clank some beers and have a good time. GG's.
Thank you,
Take a
Jim.
free beer.
There you go, guys. Alcohol, champagne, all around you. They're going to go home
Oh,
tonight with a
sounds
wet
good.
face. They're going to wake up in the morning, lick their lips,
Being
and know
burned
what the
sucks,
previous
man.
night
Can
was
get
all
past
about.
your wall, Kaku.
Yeah.
I'd like to shake your hand.
All right, guys,
Well done,
that is going to
boys and
wrap up
girls.
the tournament. Our winner, Kaku. Do you guys have a moment to talk about the tournament, Kaku and Zelarous,
Yeah.
before you guys go anywhere?
Sure,
So, Kaku, what were your thoughts going into the tournament? Camera's over there in that corner.
Oh, cool. I mean, it was kind of difficult with the restriction, but I really love restriction, like the idea of having a restriction to really have creative deck building. I looked at the cards on offer. I'd always also been really enjoying burn decks lately, so I thought, how can I squeeze this in? And I made some decisions which I don't think you'd make first, like putting in the
Yes.
the Arcane Experiment. Like 3 of my slots for that seems a bit wild, but I think it really paid off, especially when I could bounce them a couple of times.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really good. I'm glad that it worked. It feels a bit swing and miss because if you get a good hand, it really goes well, and if you get a bad hand, like in the game against Amethyst, I was just very slowly dying for the whole match because nothing came up that was giving me any addition to my spells.
It was great to see that your
that was
burn
fun.
was working effectively because of the Call of the Old Gods, creating the duplicates in your deck, artificially bypassing the 10-card change out. But you still had a lot of the normal bone synergy that the starter deck had initially because you didn't remove it from your deck because you weren't able to due to the restrictions. And so you almost went toe-to-toe sometimes just from minions alone, but you always had that burn as a possible answer, and it ended up paying off. So great job making a creative deck. Veteran player again, showing off your skills here in the tournament. I can't remember how far did you place in the previous tournament.
Not too far. I think I won the first match and then lost in the second. I think to you.
Okay, well, this was your redemption arc story. You took the second tournament of this game. This is the second tournament that's ever happened for Cards and Tankards, and now you have your second winner, Kaku, here. So everybody, please congratulate Kaku. If you see him in the Discord, if you see him in game, give him a good pat on the back and a free tankard. And then Zelarous, if you got a second, I'll come talk to you too if you want to stand over
Sure.
Woo.
Well played.
here. And then the camera's up
Yeah.
right here. So for you, Zelarous, you're
Man, I
you're
thought you
when
weren't
did
playing
join?
Burn after that first game, and then I was so
I
happy. That's why I
joined
was so
on,
gloaty and happy
let
about
me show you my deck.
Like a week ago. Yeah, I think it was a week
So
ago.
So in about a week,
you can
were
see
able to
most of it
develop
on
enough
this first
cards
screen
to
to us.
go
I don't
back
have to
to
change
the
anything.
finals.
I put in
That's
3
freaking
Arcane
awesome.
Experiments
I
because
really liked
I realized
your,
that
creative
the
play
card
of
draw
Royal
and also
Victoria. I see
having
a lot
a
of
lot of
people playing
spells,
effectively
a lot of the time I'd get
Is that
them
a card
back.
that
And being
you
able to,
found
if this
Yeah,
card
yeah.
just said draw a card, it's a good card. But when you can also play it more than once,
I like to play
it's
PvP
huge.
matches a lot. Even though I'm new,
I put in a
to,
single
like,
Dreadful
see
Drain
what
because I
kind
just
of
wanted another
decks people are playing,
another
like,
damaging
how they're
spell.
playing their spells.
And then I added in
And I noticed that
the
nobody
Mastery
was
2
playing
unit
this guy,
because
but
it's the
I
best.
saw a
It
lot of
also is
potential,
technically a
especially
card
in
draw
this deck,
because when it dies,
yeah.
you often get a card back.
Spells back, you can throw
Not
your
that I would ever try to
undead
kill it,
without
but someone else
sacrificing
might.
anything.
And then I put in Call of the Old God
I think
because,
he's really
like you said, it
underrated. I think
effectively
he's a great
bypasses
card,
the
so I wanted to put him in.
bypasses the deck
Yeah.
restrictions
I think
by
a
stuffing
lot
your
of
deck
people-
full
a
of
lot
new
of people
cards.
refuse to
And
use him
with
because if he
Zarafrix,
hits
this is
a
always a
token,
good card.
it fills your
Not
hand
just
with
for
cards
being
that's
able to do
currently
burn damage,
unplayable.
but like you
So
can
a lot
take
of
out an
players
annoying
don't
unit.
play him 'cause
Like if
it's
someone was
the
playing
wrong
Flight
card.
against me, I only have
Can you
Gunhorn's
show
Core
just
to deal
how
with it.
effective
But
you
those
can
burn
be? And I
cards
think
like Call of the
anyone who
Old
watched
God,
this tournament,
that can
watched
easily
the
take that
finals,
out.
the finals, are probably going to start using that in their deck. And how do you feel about